Hare Krishna. So here's a question about tattoos and piercings. It says that in the olden days, ancient times, it was very common that people of all cultures, they would get piercings and tattoos done. So it was quite common. So is it the same as well in Sanatan Dharma in Hinduism? If that's the case, then what about getting devotional tattoos, devotional piercings, spiritual ones even? Is that fine? Let's see. So, yes, in all cultures across the world, tattoos were quite common. In fact, we see actually in history that many people had their own ways of making tattoos, and this was done. They would make either some images or some floral or something on their body. So tattoos were there, piercings as well. People would do piercings. That was also quite. In Sanatan Dharma, in Hinduism, the piercing done is of the ears, the ear lobes. Okay, so this is one of the samskaras. There are a few sanskaras beginning with Garbhadan samskar. Sanskaras are basically processes or that which create good impression in the child. This is actually activities which shape the good consciousness of the person. So Garbhadan Samskar is the responsibility of parents where they pray and they do right activities to get a good soul in their conception, and from then onwards different sanskaras continue after the child is born and so on and so forth. So one other sanskara which is the piercing of the ear lobe is called Karna Bheda. Karna Vedha, or sometimes called as Karna Chedha. These are the piercings of the earlobes, and it's said, right? This is generally done by the Dvijas, those who are born in Brahmin family, Kshatriya family, Vaishya family. It is usually done, especially when they want to go and study, or before their Upanayanam, before they can go and study the Vedas, right? It is said that by piercing the earlobes, it improves memory, it improves eyesight. There's a particular blood vessel that by piercing it, they say that this kind of things happen. So it usually happens in youth at a young age. It's part of the sanskars, and with that the person actually then enters into vidya aramba, studying actually. So contrast this with the piercings done nowadays, right? Piercings done nowadays are done for fashion, to look good, to attract. They start piercing their eyebrows, their navel, their tongue and whatnot. So that is the modern day piercing. People, if they're doing it with the desire to improve their memory, to improve their eyesight, to improve for memorizing shlokas, studying, doing worship, uh, then you can consider this piercing as okay. But if people are just doing for fashion, to look good, then we gotta, probably think about it. So this is piercings. Let's talk about tattoos then. Tattoos was also there in olden times, in ancient times. In fact, in our Bhakti Shastras, like Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it's written to decorate the body with the names of the Lord. That's one of the items of devotional service. So amazing. But are we doing those tattoos for that reasons? Nowadays, people do tattoos, with the wrong vision, to look cool, to look stylish, and they think that putting on the Lord's name. But are they becoming good devotees? They put the Lord's photo on their body, they put the Lord's image and the Lord's names, but are they becoming good devotees? Even without these tattoos, one still can become a good devotee, because bhakti is so powerful that even without the sanskaras, without a person who is our sanskaras, who never has gone through the sanskaras, he still can become a great devotee. So bhakti is not dependent on the sanskaras. For example, if someone misses the Karna Bhed, he's never done it in his life before. So we should not pick and choose sanskara like a buffet. If one who has undergone all the sanskaras, then that is fine. Nowadays, we just want to choose Karna Bheda. We want to get our ears pierced and we call it sanskara. But you have not done the other sanskaras. So we should not pick and choose. Similar goes for tattoo also. There are so many angas of bhakti in the Bhakti Shastras, but we choose one we like and we justify it. So these are all wrong. These are all doing things with a wrong motive. It is not good, because even without all this, one can still become a good devotee. The thing about tattoos and piercings is the public image that now it carries, right? People with tattoos, piercings, they're usually the goons, right? The people who are gangsters, the ruffians. They look very scary. In fact, many jobs, like those who work in pharmacy, those who work in medical, or even in the airlines, they put a clause that, to hire such people, they should not have any visible tattoos, or they should not have any piercings, because they want people to look refined. They want people to look actually approachable. So one should not justify want to look good or to just to attract and say that, oh no, it's a dharmic thing, it's a Hindu thing, it's a Sanatan Dharma thing, it's a spiritual thing, let me get this tattoo and that tattoo. One should also think that is a responsibility, right? Just because something is written in the Vedas does not mean that, it is actually devotional, that you have to do it. And bhakti or the Vaishnava Dharma is so powerful that even if you do not go through all this small samskara, still one can achieve the perfection of life. So for those who are getting tattoos and piercings and this and that, we request them to please rethink. Right? You have the image of the Lord on your hand, the image of the Lord on your chest, and then what do you do with your body? Are you dedicating your body to devotional service? If you are, then great. If you're not, then maybe you're just offending the Lord by having all this. So my personal thing is that these are not needed, these are not wanted. In fact, that we have all this, we might be doing a wrong kind of presentation of a devotee. People looking at devotee might become scared, worried. And on the image of looking cool, well, think about it. Why are we attracting people to us? We should be hoping and praying that everyone becomes attracted to Krishna. If people are attracted to Krishna, their life is successful. If they are attracted to me, if they are attracted to us, how can we benefit them? We do not benefit anyone. So therefore, to attract others is also foolish, and to use the tattoo thinking that I'm going to enhance my devotional service, that is also foolish, right? One can enhance one's devotional service simply by focusing and chanting on the holy name. So these are all not needed, and especially in this age, this current time, where tattoos and piercings itself carry a very negative connotation. So better, if you ask me, better do without it. Hare Krishna.